Start with drawing a star onto your canvas. In this example, I use a ruler to draw a 6-inch line and then break it down into quarters, so that's 1.5 inches each. Next, draw overlapping triangles. Make sure that each side of both of your triangles are the same length as your initial line. Starting with the primary colors, fill in your red, yellow, and blue, like the example here. Now let's go on to our secondary colors. In this example, I'm using quinacridone red and hansa yellow medium. And when I mix these two colors, I get a very dull orange. The left brighter red dot is an example of cadmium red. Notice that if I mix the cadmium red with my hansa yellow, I will get a much brighter orange. If your purple comes out too dark, add a little bit of white so that we can see that nice violet color better. Next, put in your tertiary colors by mixing your secondary colors together. Mixing your green and your purple, you will get a very earthy looking color. Your purple and your orange will make a very ruddy-like brown. Your orange and your green will make something that looks a little bit like yellow ochre, a very dull yellowish orange. Finally, let's add our grays. Make gray values by simply adding all of your primaries together and make sure that they are the same value. Make them a medium to light value by adding white. You should have a warm, cool, and neutral gray. For the warm gray, you will have more of your red. For the cool gray, you will have more of your blue. Make sure you can clearly see these subtle temperature changes. For this part, you can use a ruler to make these squares. In my example, I made them about 1/2 of an inch. The first value will be the pure color. Continue adding white until the very last value is almost white itself. You will notice the darker colors take much longer to reach that almost white value at the very end. Last, we will paint a full value scale starting with black. Add white in 10% increments. Make sure that each value is noticeably different from the value before it. Your last value will be pure white. Make sure your value scale feels like it's gradating evenly, and no two values look the same or similar. Think of 0 as being 0% white, 1 as 10% white, 2 as 20% white, and so on, and finally 10 as 100% white. Your final project should be clearly labeled, and include the numbers 0 to 10 for your full value scale.